welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. On the Philly sideline, there's head coach Nick Sirianni. These guys sitting at 3-2 at this point of the season. On the other side, Giants head just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, look at that juke. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The Eagles at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as a tackle made at the 42. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 110 yards in the score.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And able to get this out to the 25. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And the Giants first down.
In motion, Slayton.
First and 10.
To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
For a New York Giants.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Now he's able to bring to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up second down at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Neighbors. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's a gain of 6.
Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This from 36 yards out. Gano's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on
I
me.
know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Looking to throw on second down. Hurts. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
Formation for the Eagles.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken it around the 40. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he stopped immediately there. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the 20-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Harrison Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of them.
Now to approach this, 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to Slayton. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 27 on the play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to a quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Burns fumbles it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Here's Wilson. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Eagles.
Hurts. This pass hauled in by Dotson. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
Now back to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 7.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And an Eagle first down.
Barkley, inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The tackle by Micah McFadden. It's a pickup of 3.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Hurts. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got this down to the 35.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Eagles.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And New York set to take the field.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Abdul Carter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
Catch made by Slayton.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it up. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Well, the Eagles going to get 1 final possession in this first half. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and a couple.
They'll drop to throw. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Eagles.
The Eagles Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Brings up second down.
Here's Wilson. Incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 17 yards. And an Eagle.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Ball at the 9 on second and 8.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second down at the 9-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a third and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
They go play action now. Wilson.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to Theo Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Tracy. A gain of 6. And the Giants first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. This is caught by Robinson. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
On the give, it's Tracy. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
It's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
That's good.
Now Wilson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 22-yard line.
Here's Tracy. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
And 6.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. He hit his first, this one from 38. Gano's kick is good. And the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. Now he's free at the 35. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 74 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Running left is Tracy. Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sideline and in the huddle looking at each other.
There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Hurts. This pass hauled in by Dotson. A tight formation here. It's 3rd and a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Throwing is Hurts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
And the tackle there by Micah McFadden. 2nd and 9.
Micah McFadden on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up
Here's Hurts to throw.
Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain on the play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Here's a give to Barkley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number It's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The New York set to take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Here's Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Giants on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That one out wide and intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
3rd and 2.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now back to throw. Caught on the slant. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A.J. Brown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, What are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. No hesitation on the decision to go on 4th and goal from the 1, and they punch it in.
And I do believe that field position factors in there, too, because even if they don't get in, you're going to force the other guys to go to full 99 yards. So, to me, a good calculated risk, which actually paid off.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. A beautiful fake. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a New York Giant.
On the run is Tracy.
And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down at his 49-yard
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 10.
Again, it's Barkley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Giants going to take over again on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end but feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
It's so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Philadelphia, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next.